All right, traders, the new camera lens came in. The quality is now back on top. We are not messing around here. With that being said, I finished the week very, very strong on Lucid put options. Those options that I bought made 90% return within 5 single minutes scalping them. With that being said, I'm going to be recapping the trades that I made before I share with you the live trading footage. That way you have a better understanding of the trade and of the strategy before you watch the live trading footage. These trades were made during the live trading stream within Trader Society. Without further ado, let's get straight into the recap. Then I'm going to share with you the live trading footage. So I had 2 main trades today. The first one was on SPY. If you watched my trading plan yesterday, my plan on the SPY in terms of the pattern that I was seeing is I noticed as of lately, whenever SPY gaps down, whenever SPY gaps down, whenever SPY gaps down this entire week, it likes to rip back up in the morning, fill the gap, and then have a gap close reversal, and then have a gap close reversal, right? So I stuck to my plan and I bought calls on the dip at the morning. At the peak, I was up 11%. As soon as I hit 10%, I tried to sell and my order didn't get filled because as soon as I submitted it, SPY had a small pullback and then I sold for a 15% loss. And if you guys watched my plan yesterday, and by the way, that wasn't like a full high confidence setup. That was just a quick in and out scalp. In terms of my strategy and my confidence, like I've been telling you guys, focus on puts at the previous closing price for the gap close reversal. And here's the funny thing. My plan actually worked, but it didn't work out for the SPY. I told you guys in terms of puts, I want to buy puts at the previous closing price. So SPY never shot up to fill the gap like it has normally been doing, and it never hit the previous closing price for the reversal. But guess what did? Stocks did, and I took advantage of that. Lucid ended up gapping down just like SPY, except it ripped back up to fill the gap. And once it went green to red, turning the previous closing price into a resistance level, it sold off hard. And I bought puts the moment it went red, and the puts went up 90% within minutes. You'll see in the live trading footage right here. And that wasn't the only one. There was plenty of other stocks that ended up doing that. Tesla had the gap down just like SPY, except Tesla shot back up to fill the gap, and then it had a gap close reversal and came crashing back down. So the funny thing is, in terms of the call side, my plan actually would have ended up working out. It just didn't work out on the SPY. So what happened was the stocks ended up filling the gap. So the call theory worked, just not on the SPY. But then the bearish theory also worked because I wanted to play puts at the previous closing price, which is what I did. So the moral of the story is I adapted. I stuck to my plan trading both ways. I cut my loss extremely quickly for a quick 15% loss on the SPY calls. I was sized in small. It wasn't a high confidence A1 setup because like I told you, the best strategy of 2022 is the gap close reversal to fill the gap below strategy on the put sides. They would have printed like crazy on Tesla, and they also printed like crazy on Lucid. These were extremely cheap contracts, and on this next trade, I was extremely confident in the setup because I'm well aware this is my number one trading strategy. So of course, I took a much bigger position size. I bought the 18.5 out of money strike puts. These are now worth over 50 cents. I got in at 17 cents. And like I said, I bought the puts as soon as it filled the gap. I waited for confirmation, right? So it filled the gap. It started breaking out. No confirmation to buy puts. Once it formed the lower high, and then once we went green to red, confirmation to buy puts because it's now the backside of the move. It's failing to break out. It's forming lower highs. It just went green to red. SPY is selling off like crazy. So basically SPY is going to give you that direction of where it's going. It was an absolute gift. It was a great opportunity to adapt and see that, okay, SPY didn't fill the gap, but stocks did, and SPY is still selling off. So this is going to be a gift for a gap close reversal on stocks. And I played the puts and it worked out extremely well. So that's kind of the recap in terms of, Lucid and the gap close reversal strategy. If you've been studying this, and again, this is the same exact thing that has been going on with the SPY, right? When Lucid gaps down, it rockets to fill the gap. It gaps down, it rockets to fill the gap. It gaps down, it rockets to fill the gap. Wait for the backside of the move. What's the backside of the move? The backside of the move is, at first it starts breaking out. You have to wait for the lower highs to form. You have to wait for the stock to go green to red. As soon as it goes red and forms those lower highs, you buy the puts, ride it back down towards the lows, and take your profits. That's the backside of the move. Once it forms the lower high and once it goes back green to red on the day, right? So that's the gap close reversal strategy. It gets more advanced than this. This is just some of the basics. It's so much more advanced than this. But let's get right into the live trading footage that was streamed directly within Trader Society. I'm going to be playing that right now. But yeah, I'm probably going to pull the trigger on this. I would say for like a scalp, not something like you hold for too super long. All right, guys, I'm picking up the Lucid puts here. I went with the 18.5 out of money strike. It's about 38 cents out of the money here. So I'm in at 17 cents on those. Just so you guys know, I'm sized in a lot heavier on these Lucid puts compared to my recent trade on the SPY. So I just want to let you guys know on that. And just like that, guys, just like that, within minutes, we're up 18%, 18% on the Lucid puts. Shout out 20% on Lucid puts. Shout out to Bobby for alerting this setup. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have even been in this trade in the first place. So just like that, already made way back more than I lost this morning because I sized in bigger and I made a bigger return. I cut my SPY call loss at 15%. These are up 20% and I'm sized in much bigger. So again, it just goes to show you the win rate does not matter. Just doing quick scalps like a sniper. But yeah, big shout out to Bobby for alerting this. This was a great trading opportunity, man. You guys know Lucid on Fridays is the shit, man. One of my best trades this year was the day I moved out, where I bought those Lucid puts and I made 400% on them. That was a crazy day. That was literally the day I moved out. And it's funny, I'm getting ready to move out soon, so it's pretty funny the timing of that. But yeah, that was phenomenal scalp. Look at this, man. 38%, 38% in minutes. This is what we're talking about. I'm gonna lock in some profit here. I'm selling some here, not all. I'm gonna sell about half here. Forty percent gainer, 40% gainer on Lucid, 40% gainer on Lucid. $50 gainer on Lucid. Wow, what a day, man. What a day. Oh my God, these things are printing, man. 58%. If we can get in the money, that's when they just explode. If we can get in the money on these. I'm selling more here, selling more size here. We're now in the money, guys. In the money. We were when I got in, we were 40 cents out of the money. We're now in the money on these. Gosh, man, what a day. What a day, man. What a day. Wow, this is insane, man. What a day. That happened so quickly too, man. Lucid has crazy days on Fridays. I'm locking in more here. All right, guys, I locked in the vast majority of my profits here. I have a little bit left as a YOLO left to right. I do think we can go to about 1820s. Everything's looking overall bearish, but I do encourage you to lock in the vast majority of your profits. But I do think these are going to continue to print within time. I'm playing it safe and locking in the vast majority